Hi, good morning, George. My name is
Hey.
Rowell from PopWire. I also run SurrealEstate TV on social, and we've been
Mhm.
DMing over the years. I'm happy to finally meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you.
I really appreciate all the support and all the help that you guys have given our little show. It means a lot.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Yeah. A year ago today, we leaked the script for the cover page 301. It drew up a lot of excitement from the fans. And then the next day, we revealed that it was an April Fool's joke.
I
I'm
remember that.
curious to know what you thought about that.
It was funny. I had so many people ask me about it, and I was like, no, because they were like, well, I didn't think that you had even started yet, and there's a thing there, and it's like, no, we did not. And I said, someone's having some fun with you.
Yes, and then, on the very bottom in the tiny text, some people caught it. It said
Yeah.
April Fools on the bottom,
Yes.
so,
Yes. Yeah. No, I showed him that because I had people who were fairly close to the show saying, "What's the deal? Why didn't you tell us?" And everything, and it's like, "No, no,
I'm
that's
sorry if I caused any trouble. Oh my god, I just meant
no,
only yeah.
not at all."
Yeah, I like that it drew up a lot of excitement from the fans, which is really great.
We'll always take that.
Alright, thank you. And the actual season 3 premiere reveals a big 3-year time jump from when we last saw the crew. Where are they at in their point of their lives when we see them again?
When we, and that's really fun. The 3-year jump is very liberating because you can really kind of fill in the blanks on that and everything. Father Phil is still in Rome, and while we talk about him often and always fondly, and even tap him for some help at some point, he does not appear in this season. Um, August is still at Asdra. He left the Roman Ireland to work for Asdra. He's still working there, not really loving it, and that's causing some friction with, of course, his girlfriend Rochelle. Um, Susan, her the big change in her life is that she lost her mother during that time, and Susan and her mother were so close, and she's really dealing with that loss, but also trying to grow into some of the things that her mother really wanted for her. She's flipping a house, which is a dream that she's always had of doing with her mom.
Mm.
She is also trying to get out there and date and get a relationship and not eat dinner every night at her desk and trying to do that. And part of a lot of the fun of Susan's arc is seeing how that dating life goes because Susan has notoriously bad luck with men. So we see that happening. Megan Donovan is now Dr. Donovan. She is an ER doctor at a nearby hospital and still keeps in touch with Luke. Still, they have that friends having drinks with friends kind of relationship. And Luke is kinda Luke. I mean, it's fun because he's back at full power, and he's selling houses, and he's doing what he does and everything, but at early on in the first episode, he tells someone, "I feel like I'm still here. I'm seeing all the kids grow up and go out and do amazing things, and here I still am." And
Mm.
so it's that idea of, it's funny, sometimes a show will tell you what it wants to be, and after we had all the scripts and had everything and lined up and everything, we saw this theme emerge, which was a carpe diem, seize the day kind of idea, and we just marveled at how it so many of our stories tied back into that idea of seize the day, do the things that you wanna do now, tell the people that you love that you love them. Don't put things off because none of us are guaranteed a tomorrow. And I
Mm,
think that
beautiful.
theme that just resonates through a lot of the episodes and a lot of the stories is the big theme of our season.
That's beautiful. You spoke about friction, in season 2, there was a tense power struggle between Luke and Susan. How is their professional relationship at the Roman Ireland agency been now that they've been partner for a few years?
That's one of the really wonderful things about Luke having made Susan a partner is that she feels now that she is equal, and she very much is, and quite honestly, very much has been for a long, long time. Luke codifying that by making her a partner and putting the name Roman Ireland up there. Susan being the kind of confident, strong woman that she is, doesn't feel like she has to overcompensate. So I think their partnership is a really graceful part of that. And we will see that partnership kind of challenged and that relationship kind of challenged when our big bad client kind of makes an offer to Luke that Susan would not necessarily approve of. And so we'll see that, but there's not the this that we saw in season 2. Season 3, they're very much working as a team, firing on all cylinders, very much there for each other personally and professionally.
In season 1, Susan gets possessed. In season 2, her house sort of possesses her. So in my mind, there's like a running gag that, every season she gets possessed, right? Is Susan safe in season 3?
Susan's never safe. None of us are. But as Susan, continues to the one of the many great qualities of Susan is she's fearless. And she doesn't scare easy. So she steps into situations where she is always in peril, but also she's in danger also of being alone. She's in danger of not having that relationship that not that she needs it to make her whole, of course, but it is nice to have someone at the end of the day. And that has eluded her, and that danger of being alone, and because she has such high standards and because she is not willing to settle, it's very hard for her to f find that shoulder to lean on, and, that's something that, we'll be having a lot of fun with, this season.
It's been a while since Surreal Estate was on the air. What would you say to encourage new and returning viewers to tune in this season?
I would tell them, first of all, for the people who've seen our show and like our show, if you like our show, I think you're really gonna love season 3 because it's got all the stuff. It's got the humor, and it's got the scariness that is not graphic and off-putting, but some good jump scares and some scares. And then it has the heart, it has the emotion that I think is very relatable because 'cause we've all had people in our lives that we loved and lost, and the thought of having them being in the attic with some unfinished business, it's kind of interesting and kind of universal. To people who haven't tried us, we, watch one episode. It's, we, with all of our talk about emotion and all of this, we number one, we want to be fun. I think we have a fun show. We have it's a fun watch. It's a it's the time seems to fly when you're watching it, and it's good ghost stories, good emotional ghost stories, some good laughs, and a show that is really comfortable in its own skin. We really love making it, and I think you can see in our cast how much fun they're having, and
Yeah.
that means something.
You mentioned the heart and, the emotionalness of the show. I didn't expect I would be crying in this show. It's just so I love it, it has all the feels. It gives you all the feels. Yes. Alright, well, everyone, you can catch up on George R. Olson's Surreal Estate, seasons 1 and 2 on Hulu, and season 3 premieres this Thursday, April 3rd at 10, 9 central on SYFY. George, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure finally meeting you.
Rowan, it was great. Thanks so much for all the help that, PopWire gives us.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and, we'll talk more, throughout the season.
Great.